Hello, I'd like to show you how to download and use an app called Zoom. This is a free-to-use video conferencing app where multiple people can see and hear each other even though they are apart. This app could be very useful for you during this time of self-quarantine. It can easily connect you with loved ones, church friends, and others. Zoom also works on any smart device, phone, tablet, or computer. To start, I'll show you how to download it on your smartphone or tablet, and we'll get to the computer later. First, you'll need to find your phone's app store. I have an iPhone, so for Apple users, this is just called App Store. You can see it on the second row. It's a blue icon with a white letter A. If you're an Android or Google user, the app is called Play Store or Google Play, and it looks like a multicolored arrow. So what you'll want to do first is click on the App Store. Once you're in the App Store, you'll use the search feature to type in Zoom. That's, for me, it's down in the bottom right-hand corner. You'll type in Zoom, and it'll populate a lot of different answers. You can just type in Zoom and press search. What you'll want to select is the top one. You might notice that there's multiple different Zooms, as you can see here. You just want the one called Zoom Cloud Meetings. Once you find that, you'll want to download it. Normally, you'll see an icon that says Get or Download, whatever it says in your app. Mine says Open because I already have it downloaded. So you'll want to select Get or Download, and it should start the download process. Once it downloads, you can open the app. You can open it straight from the App Store or from whichever page it was on. Mine is on this page, down on the bottom row. It is a blue icon with a white camera. So when you find it, open the app. Like a phone number. It lets the app know what session you want to join, just like you would be calling a person on the phone using their phone number. But instead, in Zoom, you'll be able to see and hear them. So the host of your Zoom session will give you a meeting ID for your session, and they will tell you the time scheduled to call. So for instance, if you wanted to use Zoom to set up a life group, maybe your life group normally meets Thursday at 6 p.m. So your host would set up a meeting time for Thursday at 6 p.m. and they would send out their meeting ID, maybe in a text or an email, to whoever they want to join. And then Thursday at 6 p.m. you would join the meeting, first by opening the app. So once you're in the app, what you'll want to do is click on where it says join with the little plus sign. That'll bring you to here. Now this will show you at the very top where to type in the meeting ID, and then you can, on the second row there, you can select what your name will appear as. So mine just says my name, and then down at the bottom it will say, it will give you some options. Maybe you don't want to connect your audio or you want to turn off your video. You want to leave both of those unselected just as they are now. If you select it from my phone, it will turn green like that. You want it unselected. So this is where you would type in that 10-digit meeting ID. Session, you would press new meeting, which is the orange symbol, and it already has populated my meeting ID, and it says my video is on, and then you would just start that meeting. We're not going to do that at this time. A few quick notes on how to use the app. So when you're in the call, you'll be able to see, depending on what kind of device you're using, you'll be able to see the host's face and pretty much everyone else who is in the meeting, as well as possibly your own. Sometimes the host might even share their screen on their laptop or something like that, so they can show you notes or slides, and you'll be able to see that too. But there's a few things you'll want to make sure you have selected. Usually in the bottom of the app, it will have symbols for your audio, which looks like a little microphone, and then your video. Typically, it's best if you have your audio muted when you're not talking, and then you can select the microphone and it should take away a slash icon, and then your mic is no longer muted and you'll be able to speak and people will be able to hear you. If everyone has their mics unmuted the whole time, then it's going to be a little chaotic because there's going to be a lot of extra noise. And we don't want that. So it's typically best to leave your mic muted unless you are planning to talk. You can also mute your video screen. And when you do that, it will just go black. Maybe you need to get up and move, and you don't want people seeing a blurry background or something like that. You can quickly mute your video screen, move to a more comfortable spot, and then unmute your video screen. And those are really the two main features that you need to know. There's also a chat feature, but that's not always very useful, especially since you can speak and hear each other. So this is how you can use Zoom on your phone or tablet, and in a little bit I will show you how to use it on your laptop, which is probably the best place to use Zoom.